Ladies and gentlemen, our program will now begin. Please welcome Howard Hughes medical investigator and UMBC professor of biochemistry, Dr. Michael Summers.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. As chair of the Meyerhoff 20th Anniversary Symposium and Celebration, I have the honor of welcoming everyone tonight. You represent alumni, students, faculty, staff, parents, mentors, friends of the Meyerhoff program, university, corporate, and foundation partners. Each of you plays a role in the program's success. In fact, the success of the Meyerhoff Scholarship Program is so large now that we can't even fit into one hotel ballroom. There are more than 600 supporters of the program here tonight. Give yourselves a hand for that. I would like to acknowledge the groups that have been important to the program now. First, I'm thrilled to welcome our alumni in the audience, more than 200 strong. You are rising through the ranks of the academy and the professions, committed to tapping the potential of all individuals. Will the alumni in the room please rise? Alumni. Wow. As Freeman repeatedly says, it takes scientists to make scientists. And the scientific colleagues from universities, federal agencies, foundations, and companies are here tonight, and they have provided vital support and mentoring for the Meyerhoff Scholars. Many of these colleagues have also provided essential funding. I would like to invite the scientific colleagues from universities, federal agencies, foundations, and companies to please stand and be recognized. We especially want to recognize the Leadership Alliance. This is an academic consortium of 33 leading teaching research universities. Their mission is to develop underrepresented students into outstanding leaders and role models in the academy, business, and the public sector. Welcome to all of you. Will members of the Leadership Alliance please rise and be recognized? I would now like to recognize a man who has been a mentor to me and many others gathered here tonight, who I've had the privilege of working with and learning from for the past 20 years, the president of UMBC, Dr. Freeman Hrabowski. Freeman, you truly are my hero. And finally, it gives me enormous pleasure to introduce the man who started it all, who with his wife Jane had the vision, commitment, and energy to make this all possible, Mr. Robert Meyerhoff. Mr. Meyerhoff, we literally would not be here tonight if it weren't for you. We are delighted that you are here for this special evening, and we welcome your family and friends who join us tonight. And I'd like to ask you to stand once more with your family to be recognized. Mr. Meyerhoff. Again, welcome to everyone, and thank you for being part of this really wonderful evening. The Meyerhoff program, which started out supporting only 20 or so students, is clearly having a much broader impact today. It really is a great story. More than 200 alumni have already completed graduate and professional degrees at prestigious universities around the nation. This includes 66 alumni who have earned PhDs and MD PhDs, and more than 50 who have earned MD degrees. There are nearly 100 alumni with master's or professional degrees in STEM-related areas. An additional 250 graduates are currently enrolled in graduate school. And there are 234 undergraduate students at UMBC currently enrolled in the Meyerhoff program. Because of the success of the undergraduate program, the Meyerhoff Graduate Fellows Program was started in 1996. There are now a total of 42 biomedical PhD students at UMBC enrolled in this program, and 18 PhDs have already been awarded to Meyerhoff Graduate Fellows over the past 6 years. I think the most exciting thing is that at this point we have no idea how far the effects of this program will reach. It's like throwing a stone in a pond and watching the ripples as they extend away from the shore. The difference is that Robert and Jane Meyerhoff threw more than just a pebble, and the ripples are more like a tsunami, washing away misconceptions and outdated ideas and sweeping in new concepts for educating and encouraging the youth of our country. Thank you again, Mr. Meyerhoff, for your vision and your leadership. I'm now pleased to introduce our alumni hosts, Dr. Brian Wayman and Dr. Anika Wayman.
Thank you, Dr. Summers. I am Dr. Anika Wayman, and I am a M6, which is pretty ancient, I know. I graduated in 1999 with a degree in mechanical engineering, and then I went on to Georgia Tech, where I earned a PhD in mechanical engineering.
Good evening. I am Dr. Brian Wayman, and I also received a bachelor's in mechanical engineering from UMBC and went on to earn a PhD in mechanical engineering from Georgia Tech, where my research was in the field of cardiovascular mechanics.
You're probably noticing some of the similarities in our background and name. So I should mention that Brian and I did meet through the Meyerhoff program. We both mechanical engineers, study partners, blah, blah, blah. Married, went on to Georgia Tech, and here we are. So.
Give him a hand for that. So, continuing with the theme, today we both work at Becton Dickinson as engineers in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, and we are parents of an almost 3-year-old son named Donovan. And so most people think he's destined to be a mechanical engineer, but we'll see how that works out.
It's really wonderful to be here tonight and represent our fellow Meyerhoff alumni. They're all doing remarkable things and are truly an inspiration. As we all know, a strong sense of community is a central ingredient to the Meyerhoff program's success. And so it is fitting that we mark this occasion as a community.
And as Dr. Summers mentioned, this event has been a huge success. So huge, in fact, that we needed more than one ballroom to accommodate all the attendees. And so in order to create a sense of community that the program is known for, we have hosts in each of those individual ballrooms. So now let's take an opportunity to check in with those hosts in each of the ballrooms. So Raj,
All right, this is Rod Stewart from Potomac. Yeah. Thank you, Doctors Wayman. I'm joined from my left to my right by my co-host, and I'd like to introduce them now. Miss Yvette Mosey-Ross, Assistant Provost of Enrollment Management. Everyone knows and loves this young, startling, beautiful lady. Miss Ernestine Baker, Executive Director of the Meyerhoff Scholarship Program. Keep clapping, keep clapping. And then finally, last but not least, Dr. Tim Topolewski from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. And I am Dr. Raj Stewart, M9. I graduated in 2002 with a degree in biochemistry as well as a degree in philosophy, and completed my PhD on Wednesday at Brandeis University. Fortunately for all of us, I'm not the last speaker, so I'm going to turn it over in the Severn room to Miss Aquia Bronsra.
Thank you, Raj. I'm Aquia Bronsra, coming to you live from the Severn room. I'm joined tonight by my co-hosts, one, Lamont Tolliver, Director of the Meyerhoff Scholarship Program. Justine Johnson, Assistant Director of the Meyerhoff Graduate Fellows Program. If I can stand in front of you for a second. Greg Simmons, Associate Vice President for Development and Corporate Relations. Dr. Charles Wilson, young at heart, Vice Provost Emeritus. I'm an M12. I graduated in 2004 with a degree in biochemistry and molecular biology. I'm currently a PhD fellow at Stony Brook University in the Molecular and Cellular Pharmacology program, and it's very great to be here. Back to you guys, Anika and Brian.
Thank you, Akia and Raj, and all the hosts in the Severn and Potomac rooms. On behalf of the Meyerhoff alumni, we would also like to thank Dr. Summers and the 20th Anniversary Planning Committees for making the symposium and celebration a reality. Would all the members of the Planning Committee please stand so we can recognize you? And we understand that Dr. Summers is actually leaving us tomorrow for California to accept a very prestigious award. The American Society for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology is honoring Dr. Summers for his exemplary contributions to education. This award is given annually to a scientist who encourages effective teaching and learning of biochemistry and molecular biology through teaching, leadership, research, and mentoring.
While we're offering thanks, Anika and I speak on behalf of all the alumni and students in thanking the many faculty members at UMBC and partnership institutions and organizations who mentor Meyerhoff scholars. As a Meyerhoff scholar, I had the opportunity to work in the lab of Dr. Tim Topolewski, who really gave me the foundation and the start in my career in research in biomechanics. And these faculty members and mentors really serve as the core of our experience here and really help shape our experience both inside and outside of the classroom. And so we'd like all the faculty members and mentors to please stand and be recognized.
we'd also like to acknowledge the Meyerhoff Program office staff who have given us unconditional support and love. You're an extension of our families. You stayed in touch with us, offering us encouragement and helping us succeed. And that help goes more than just surface level. In fact, when Brian and I were at Georgia Tech, Mrs. Baker, who was visiting Atlanta, actually babysat our young son Donovan so that we could go out. So they really take the time to help you out in any situation.
So to Mrs. Baker, Mr. Tolliver, and the rest of the Meyerhoff program staff, both past and present, we thank you for your dedication, hard work, and commitment to all of us scholars. So we'd like to ask that all of the Meyerhoff staff, both past and present, please stand to be recognized.
And now I am pleased to introduce a wonderful video presentation that takes us back to the beginning of the Meyerhoff program and fast forwards through the 20 years of individual and collective achievements.
There were so few blacks in college or in graduate school working in the sciences. And I felt that if we could create a program, that I would support students as if they were my own children. And my idea was to have a program where I would have a certain mass. In other words, I thought we'd have at least 10 to 20 students working together as a program. I thought we could produce that. I spoke to Bob Emery of the Abel Foundation, and he said I should really talk to Freeman Hrabowski, who was the vice provost at UMBC.
When we started this program, we did not know that we would be successful because I had never seen a predominantly white university producing large numbers of African Americans who were able to go on and get PhDs and MD PhDs in science. And that's phenomenal.
Coming from the physical sciences, and in particular physics, this program is really needed. Today, and this has been this way for quite a few years, the number of African American physicists that are produced per year in the United States is on the order of between 10 and 15.
We have diseases and issues and questions and problems that affect, every different type of person. It doesn't matter what your ethnic or racial background is. And people tend to work on problems that they can more comfortably identify with. So if we don't have a diverse group of researchers, there are going to be a whole lot of biomedical issues that really aren't studied adequately.
I felt that if I accepted this scholarship and did well, then I could be a positive role model for them.
The most beneficial factor would be the warmth I feel from the other persons in the program. I feel like I belong with them, and I think they feel like they belong with me.
It's not like there's just one student in a crowd of 2,000 or 3,000 that is an intelligent and young African-American student, but instead there are over 100 students just like you.
As my career goal, I would like to build and design robots.
My major is biochemistry at this point, and when I graduate, I definitely want to go to med school. but there's a possibility that I could do an MD, PhD.
My ultimate goal, maybe say 20 years from now, is to be a dean of Harvard Medical School, or maybe head of NIH, something like that. So I think that whatever I aim to do, I aim to be one of the best.
In recent years, our research has examined African American Meyerhoff students who entered the program and comparing them to students who were accepted into the program but declined the offer and went elsewhere. The African American Meyerhoffs were almost 6 times more likely to enter PhD programs in science and engineering than the comparison students.
But we have a pipeline of students. We're talking about hundreds of students who've gone on to get PhDs, MD PhDs, and MD degrees, with hundreds of students in the program right now. So there's a pipeline, and universities and colleges come from around the country to look at what we're doing and how we're doing it. We've become the model.
Well, first and foremost, these scholars are going to make scientific contributions, and they will. Second, I want them to be also role models and mentors to others and examples. Trailblazers, if you will, for American science in the 21st century.
It provides a model for other institutions about how they also can embrace a very diverse student body and get them excited about careers in science.
And the lessons we've learned that have helped blacks are also helping whites. We now have students of all types in the program, of all races, and it's great because it's teaching us that we as Americans can work together in science.
I think many before the Meyerhoff question whether you could really build this kind of community, and it's a tribute to the leadership, to the ideals, and to the principles, the way that they put the program together that has set such a strong example for the country.
I think the sense of community develops not only a sense of pride, but to have a feeling that regardless what is happening to you in your stressful academic life, that there are people there who can support you, who can guide you, who can relate to what you're going through because they have gone through it themselves.
Well, I think the key, of course, is the fact that the whole school, as I said earlier, embraced the idea. The faculty who also embraced the idea, and also the staff, who was excellent staff, and everybody was behind it, everybody backed it. I was so proud to be part of the Meyerhoff Scholars. Maybe it's a small part of the success of the Meyerhoff Scholars. It's unbelievable. It happened. We had hoped it might happen, but it has happened.
Thank you, Mr. Meyerhoff, for holding fast to your dreams. My name is Dr. Med Ridley, and I'm an M1. I graduated from UMBC with a degree in mathematics in 1993. I received a doctoral degree in applied mathematics from the University of Maryland, College Park in 2004. Currently, I'm working as a telecommunications engineering consultant at Noblis and am an adjunct professor, at American University.
My name is Chelsea Penix. Doctor.
Chelsea Penix. Thank you. I went to Friends School, graduated from Friends School, grew up in Baltimore, and attended UMBC as a Meyerhoff Scholar. I'm a proud M7. I graduated from UMBC in 1999 and went on to the University of Pennsylvania in their combined degree program, MD PhD program. I graduated in 2007. My PhD was in cell and molecular biology with a focus on cancer. The title of my thesis was a role of Notch1 signaling in melanoma genesis and melanoma progression. Currently, I'm a preliminary medicine intern at Johns Hopkins University at Sinai Hospital. And next year, I will start my residency in radiation oncology at MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston, Texas. Thanks.
Good evening. My name is Jason Penix. No association. Again, my name is Jason Penix. I wish I had something funny to say or a dance or something. That would be really cool. But I don't. And I'm so excited I almost need a piece of paper up here to remind me of my name and what I've done. I graduated from UMBC in 2000 with a degree in chemical engineering. Upon graduating, I was persuaded to go to the University of Pennsylvania. At the University of Pennsylvania, I received my first master's degree in systems engineering and operations research. Upon completion of that degree, I went to Columbia University to pursue my second master's degree in financial engineering. After I graduated from these programs, I worked for Fannie Mae for a brief time as a risk analyst on their mortgage-backed securities desk, and I'm currently working as an energy trader for Constellation Energy, where I trade natural gas and weather derivatives.
Good evening, how are you all doing? My name is Julius Wilder. I am an MD, PhD at Duke University. I graduated from, sorry about that. I graduated from, that's right, Dr. Julius Wilder, yes. I graduated from Seneca Valley High School in Germantown, Maryland, came to UMBC, did my BS in biology. I attended Duke University. I was the first in the history of Duke University to do an MD, PhD in medical sociology and policy, and the first African-American male to become student body president of the medical school. I defended my PhD. Thank you. I defended my PhD in last June. I am going to be graduating with my MD in May and pursuing a career in internal medicine at Duke University starting in June. Hopefully looking at a career in academic medicine, perhaps cardiology long term.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Sylvester Mobley. I was a Meyerhoff Graduate Fellow from 2003 through 2006. I graduated with a PhD in organic chemistry from UMBC in 2006. I also hold a master's degree in organic chemistry from Georgia Tech and a bachelor's in chemistry from Tuskegee University. Currently, I'm a postdoctoral research fellow at the FDA, where my research focuses on bacterial vaccine conjugates.
Greetings from the 7 room. I think I'm just going to say lots of things where I have associations with people so I can get some applause. So my name is Dr. Lawrence Neely. I graduated from UMBC with a degree in mechanical engineering. Upon leaving UMBC, I went to Stanford University, where I got both my master's and my PhD, both in mechanical engineering. And I'm presently a postdoc in the mechanical engineering department at MIT. And just want to say thank you so much, Mr. Meyerhoff.
Hi, family. My name is Dr. Joe Towles. I graduated from UMBC in 1996 with a degree in mechanical engineering, a minor in math. After graduating from UMBC, I went on to Stanford University. I got my PhD in mechanical engineering in 2003 with an emphasis in neuromuscular biomechanics and control. Since 2003, I've been at Northwestern University and the Rehab Institute of Chicago, studying hand function in persons with neurologic dysfunction. I'm currently a research scientist there. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Chiatogu Onyewu. I am an M7. I graduated from UMBC with a biological science degree in 1999. I earned my MD and PhD degrees in 2007 from Duke University. I'm currently working as a postdoctorate fellow in the Research Center for Genetic Medicine at the Children's National Medical Center in Washington, D.C. My research centers on looking at genetic risk factors for metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes among minority populations, and I'm so grateful to be a Meyerhoff Scholar.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Amit Kinney. I graduated with a degree in computer sciences here at UMBC in 2001. And as I was told by the staff today, I think I'm the only computer science PhD from the Meyerhoff program. So I certainly hope to see future generations of M's not being afraid by continuing on after the masters in computer science. After UMBC, I moved on to University of Wisconsin-Madison, where I pursued a master's and a PhD in computer science again, surprise, surprise, specializing in database systems. And after spending 6 cold, long, and harsh, enduring years in Wisconsin, and maybe productive as a result, I'm now in Silicon Valley, California, working for Oracle, participating in their efforts, the R&D efforts in developing the next generation of self-tuning database systems. I'm absolutely delighted to be here today celebrating the 20th anniversary. I hope to strengthen old bonds and make new ones. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Camille Jackson, and I'm an M4. I received a bachelor's degree and master's degree in mechanical engineering from UMBC in 1997 and 1998, respectively. I then attended the Johns Hopkins University, where I obtained a PhD in mechanical engineering. After that long experience in academia, I decided to go halfway around the world against the wishes of many and conduct a postdoctoral research at the University of Cape Town in Cape Town, South Africa, where I research novel platinum jewelry alloys. I'm currently in the materials engineering branch at NASA Goddard, where I'm a contractor with Ball Aerospace, and I'm on a team of hundreds working on the servicing of Hubble Space Telescope to happen August 2008.
Thank you, alumni, for sharing your inspiring achievements with us. It really gives me great pride to see my peers achieving such high goals. So let's give them another round of applause, please.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for, dinner will be served.
Thank you. Is everyone enjoying dinner? Good. I've never been to a banquet where there's been so much socialization while the food's being served, but it just shows what a family we are and everybody connecting and having a great time, so it's really nice to see that. So we're going to reconvene and continue with the program. When Mrs. Baker asked us to host tonight's event, Brian and I were extremely honored to represent for our fellow alumni. When we understood that it would involve introducing Dr. Hrabowski, we were extremely humbled. How do you talk about a man, Doc, as we call him, who is responsible for changing the course of our lives? The first time I met Dr. Hrabowski, I was the SGA president of my high school in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Doc was giving a speech at a diversity event, and I was invited to dinner on his behalf the previous night. He spent the night asking me about myself, my interests, my career plans, the way we all know how Doc, probes us. And I was honored that a college president took such a strong interest in me. The next day, before he gave his talk, Dr. Hrabowski announced to the whole school that he was accepting me into the Meyerhoff Scholarship Program. I hadn't even applied. I hadn't even heard of the program prior to that evening before. So I was completely shocked. I didn't even know if it was real, but he actually called my parents to confirm that his offer was real and that he was serious about bringing me into the program. So I came to UMBC to visit, and I fell in love with the school and the program immediately. It was just what I was praying for when I was looking for a university, a program that would provide not only financial, but also academic and social support to help me succeed in engineering. And since that time, he has given me close support through the good and the bad times. So I'm very grateful for him giving me this opportunity.
And anyone who knows Dr. Hrabowski knows that he is a source of inspiration for many people. And I can recall one instance in particular where he was a source of inspiration for me at a time when I needed it most. Anika and I attended a National Society of Black Engineers conference, and
Region 2.
And Doc was the keynote speaker at the closing ceremony. So as usual, Doc was surrounded by a large group of people, but he saw us and pointed us out and asked us to come to the front row to have a seat with him. So as we were sitting, and we shared with him some of our frustrations with graduate school, and we were really discouraged at that point, and to be honest, didn't know if we were going to complete the program or not. So Doc goes up and he gives a speech, and in the middle of his speech, he asked us, Anika and I, to stand up. And he recognizes us in front of a crowd of over 1,000 people. And he points out, he says, these are stellar students. These are these wonderful students. They're on the verge of completing their PhD, even though we told him otherwise. That these people are going to be great role models for students to come. And so he just really cast that vision in front of everybody, unequivocally, with no hesitation. And that served as a source of inspiration for us. But then after he gave his speech, they gave him an award, for delivering this keynote address. And he gave that award to us and said to take this and to use it as a source of inspiration as you go on your journey. And so we took that award and we placed it in our office, and it stayed in our office the entire time when we were finishing graduate school. And it served as a reminder of someone else's belief in us. Even when we doubted ourselves, we knew at least Doc, the program, believed that we could do it. And so it served as a source of inspiration and encouragement for us in a time where we really needed it.
So we are so proud to introduce Dr. Freeman Hrabowski. You're our inspiration, truly. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you, Doctor and Doctor. It's an unbelievable story to hear of a husband and wife who are PhDs in bioengineering from Georgia Tech. Give them a hand, would you? It's an incredible story. It really is. Very quickly, I'll never forget being in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and I was speaking at this high school, and the school was 99% white. Let's start there. And the entire student body was there, and there was this young woman, 17 years old, 5'2", president of the senior class, straight A's at the school. Unbelievable. I had no choice but to offer her a scholarship on the back. I was determined to get a Nika, and I got her. It was great. And so now we're moving to the really special part of the program where we get a chance to see our current students who are about to graduate. For those of you who are new to this experience, this is a really unusual year. It was Bob Meyerhoff who had the idea. He said, Freeman, it's time to bring all the alumni back. And I said, you sure? I mean, he said, yep, I want to do it next year. So give him a hand for having this idea. I really mean that. It's really nice. Very nice. Very nice. So for those of you who are new to this experience, normally we have an event, not at this bigger, in this bigger setting. Usually we have maybe 1/4 this number because we will have guests and the current class graduating. This time we have all of the wonderful alumni. And so I'm going to ask those of you, the Meyerhoff graduate fellows, there are 4 who are finishing PhDs on our campus, and then there's a group of undergraduates who are Meyerhoffs and Mark U Star students, the class of 2008. If you're in the Severn or Potomac room, please come towards the Chesapeake room now, because as soon as I make an award, you're going to get a chance to come up to the stage and tell people who you are. So as you do that, if you're in this room already, just wait and we'll call you up in a few minutes. But in the meantime, I'm delighted to recognize 2 very special people, one of whom, Dr. Ken Olden, is not here tonight because he has retired from his position as director of NIEHS, National Institute of Environmental and Health Sciences, and we are giving him an award that will be sent back by Dr. Martha Johnson Thompson, who's somewhere, Marianne Johnson Thompson, who's somewhere, wherever she is. Would you stand, please, Dr. Johnson Thompson? If she's in this room or the other rooms, there she is. Thank you very much. On behalf of Dr. Olden, for believing in us for so many years. We really appreciate that, all right? And tell Dr. Olden that for me, would you? And thank you. And now I want to introduce someone who is a Nobel laureate in biochemistry, who has been the head of Howard Hughes Medical Institute for some years now, since 2000, who has been an incredible supporter of our program since 1994. And you will appreciate, those of you who know HHMI, the largest organization of its type in the country, and what is significant is that even before he was the head of HHMI, he had begun to accept Meyerhoffs into his programs in the summers. And so by this time, it's amazing. We can say that about 20 of our Meyerhoffs have been influenced by Dr. Check. And when he became the head of the Howard Hughes, I'll never forget, I wrote him a note and said, here are the 12 or 13 students, whatever the number was, who have come through your lab, and this is where they're in grad school. Within an hour, he had emailed me back. He said, you forgot these 3 or 4, and this is where they are. And so it was an amazing story about mentoring, and I said to everybody, if a Nobel laureate who's becoming the head of HHMI can know where students are, what a great example for the country. And so it is with great pleasure that I asked Dr. Tom Check to come forward and get this award. UMBC salutes Dr. Tom Check for his contributions to science education and diversity and his strong and continuous support of the Meyerhoff Scholarship Program. I want you to know that he has decided that in 1 more year, he is leaving his position, going back to Boulder, and will continue to send Meyerhoffs into those labs. We are so proud of him. Let's give him one more round of applause. Please, go ahead and say something.
Thank you, Freeman. Well, you know, you are the heart and soul of this whole program, and it's been just such a pleasure to interact with you through these many years. My first Meyerhoff scholars in my lab in Colorado were M4s. It was Andrew Atimo and Nefertiti Harmon, both now have got their advanced degrees and are contributing to science and medicine. And since then, there have been not 20 yet, but it will be 20 before long. So I will prove you to be correct if it's the last thing that I do. And then when I came to the Howard Hughes Medical Institute in the year 2000, we found ways to continue our collaboration and our friendship in a number of ways, including our support for Michael Summers, our support for your undergraduate education programs here, but also, and this hasn't been said yet tonight, you gave us very strong and useful advice about how we should set up our own exceptional research opportunities program. using a lot of the principles that you had established here. And I would like to report tonight that that program is going extremely well. We have 50, and it's not running as long as the Meyerhoff Scholars Program, so we don't have quite the success stories yet. But so far, after the first 7 years, we already have 50% of the graduates who are in graduate school. We have a quarter who are still considering graduate school, who are doing technician job or something in the meantime, and we have only 25% who have bailed out and gone to straight medical school. Which you taught me, that's not what we're after, because what we really want to do is change the complexion of the people standing up in front of classrooms, and that requires that the students get PhDs or MD PhDs, because there are very few, statistically speaking, MDs who end up really influencing the next generation at the level of hundreds of students. They still do good things individually, but not at the same level. So thank you very much. It's been a wonderful ride, and I look forward to continuing it.
You know, what I did not say, and you know, Bob Meyerhoff would want me to say this, you know, he's always saying, did you get any money? Did you get any money? From other places. But it's because of that HHML, from Mike Summers' own lab to the education programs we've gotten, that we're talking about Tom being over an organization that has given our campus tens of millions of dollars. Give them one more hand, with tens of millions of dollars. And now it's my pleasure to ask the Meyerhoff Graduate Fellows to join me at the front of the room. We have 4 of them who will introduce themselves, and as soon as they finish, we're going to have the entire class come forward. So the Meyerhoff Graduate Fellows, please come on up.
Ladies first, I guess, or 2 out of 4 ladies. So my name is Lizzie Sprigs. I'm from Temple Hills, Maryland. I graduated from Hood College in Frederick, Maryland, one of the last women's institutions in Maryland. Not so much anymore. That's okay. I will be receiving my PhD in structural biology and biochemistry in May 2008, May 2nd, 2008. And after that, I plan to do a postdoc at the Broad Institute at Harvard and MIT.
Good evening. My name is Michael Harrington. I'm from Largo, Maryland. I graduated from Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. I will defend my dissertation in August 2008. My plan is to move into the biofuel industry, or bio-research energy fuel. And hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be at the Max Planck Institute in Germany.
Good evening. My name is Jarrell Atiamadas. I'm from Bloomfield, Connecticut. I received my bachelor's degree from the University of Connecticut in biomedical engineering. I am going to complete my PhD in August of 2008 in mechanical engineering, and I'm hoping to do a postdoc at the Army Research Laboratory.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Marquise Walker, and I'm from White Plains, New York, and I attended Morgan State University as getting my undergraduate degree in biological sciences, and I completed my PhD at UMBC in biological sciences in February, and I'm going to be going to Johns Hopkins Medical School and doing a postdoctoral training in biochemistry.
Okay, great. You should know, and I want to say this because I've got friends from NIH here, including Rod Pettigrew from NIBIB. Would you give Rod a hand? He gives us a lot of money, Rod Pettigrew, a lot of money. And there are many others in the room who give us a lot of money. But this training, their training is paid, is funded by NIH's MBRS initiative for Minority Student Achievement. We're very proud of that effort. Now I'm going to ask all of the class of 2008, the Meyerhoffs and the Mark Ustar graduates, to please come forward and join me in the front. Would you give them a hand? These are the real undergraduates graduating. Lights up, please. Lights up for them. It's really their night. You come right. Great. Mr. Meyerhoff, we have, I think, about 50 graduating this time. It's incredible. So as you might imagine, they're going to introduce themselves very quickly, but this is their night in the light before graduation. They still have finals to take, but they're going to be fine. And they will immediately, they know what to say to let you get you a sense of who they are and where they're from and what their plans are.
Hello, my name is Layla Jimalou. I'm a biochemistry major from Silver Spring, Maryland. I attended Springbrook High School in Silver Spring, Maryland. Yay, Springbrook. I will be attending University of Maryland School of Medicine in fall 2009, and in the year before, I'll be doing cell biology research at the Institute of Research in Barcelona, Spain.
Good evening. Good evening, I'm Miss Nisera Aguilar. I am from Honduras. I am a biochemical engineering major. I went to Santa Teresa High School, and after completing my undergrad, I am planning to obtain a PhD program in biomedical engineering in the area of tissue engineering.
Good evening. My name is Marie Baronet. I'm from Hyattsville, Maryland, where I attended Eleanor Roosevelt High School. I'm a mechanical engineering major. And in the fall, I'll be attending University of Maryland College Park, where I'll be doing my PhD in material science and engineering.
Good evening. My name is Olubukola Ojewaye. I attended Rhinostown High School in Rhinostown, Maryland. I am a biochemistry major, and in the fall, I plan on pursuing my MD at Meharry Medical College.
Hello, I am Amber Gaither from Raleigh, North Carolina. I attended Enloe High School, and in the fall, I plan on pursuing an MD degree at the Meharry Medical College.
Hello, my name is Shilpa Gadwa. I'm from Mitchellville, Maryland, where I attended Charles Herbert Flowers High School. In the fall, I plan to pursue a PhD in microbiology at University of Michigan, Ann Arbor.
Hi, my name is Andrea Abler. I'm from Pasadena, Maryland, where I went to Chesapeake High School. In May, I'll be graduating with a dual BS-BA degree in physics and history, and in the fall, I will be attending Scripps Institute of Oceanography at UCSD, studying physical oceanography.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Julie Fields. I'm a biological sciences major from Beaufort, South Carolina. I attended the South Carolina Governor's School for Science and Math, and next year I'll be starting at Johns Hopkins pursuing an MD PhD. My research focus will be somewhere in the area of urban health disparities.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shayla Shorter. I'm from Hempstead, New York. I attended Unionville High School in Unionville, New York. I'm currently going to be graduating with a BS in Biological Sciences, and in the fall I'll be attending Emory University, and I'll be pursuing a PhD in immunology.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nkenji Wheatland. I am a computer science major from Columbia, Maryland. I attended Roland Park Country School. When I graduate, I plan on pursuing a PhD in computer science or media arts and technology.
Good evening. My name is Baruch Alamehu. I'm a computer engineering major from Forestville, Maryland, and I attended Charles Herbert Flowers High School. I'll be graduating in May 2009, and I plan on pursuing a PhD in biomedical engineering.
Good evening. My name is Brandon Morton. I'm from Newark, Delaware. I'm a computer engineering major, and next May I will be graduating.
Good evening. My name is Patel Musi. I'm from Rockville, Maryland. I attended Wheaton High School. After graduation in May 2008, I will be attending a post-bac program, and after which I'll be applying to MD PhD programs in neuroscience.
Good evening. My name is Melanie Chavez. I am from Fort Washington, Maryland, where I attended Bishop McNamara High School. After graduation, I plan on doing a post-bac experience also, and then pursuing an MD, MPH degree.
Hello, my name is Brittany Knight. I am from Frederick County, where I attended Walkersville High School. I earned my bachelor's degree in biopsychology in December of 2007. In the future, I plan on applying to pharmacy schools.
Hello, I'm Anthony Ejipon. I'm 15. I attended Baltimore Polytechnic Institute. And after graduating in May 2008, I will be doing extra research and then traveling to Ghana to spend some time with my family. Afterwards, I'll be pursuing PhD programs in pharmacology or laboratory medicine.
Good evening. My name is Tejas Suresh, and I'm a biology major, and I'm from Potomac, Maryland. I went to Eleanor Roosevelt High School, and in the fall, I'll be pursuing an MD degree at the University of Pittsburgh.
Good evening. My name is Rahel Peru. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I attended the Ellis School. I'm a biochemistry major. Next year, I've applied to post-bac programs, and eventually I'm applying to MD PhD programs.
Good evening. My name is Marcus Gillis. I am a biological sciences major from Greenbelt, Maryland, where I went to Eleanor Roosevelt High School. Upon completion of my undergraduate degree in December 2008, I plan to pursue an MD degree.
Good evening. My name is Jagong Pan. I am from Silver Spring, Maryland. I attended Paint Branch High School. I will be graduating this upcoming May with a degree in physics. And this fall, I will be pursuing a PhD at the University of Maryland, College Park in physics.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kizmikia Corbett from Hillsborough, North Carolina, where I attended Orange Senior High School. In the fall, I will be attending the Johns Hopkins University in a PhD program at the School of Public Health and Immunology.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rashida Johnson. I'm a biology major, aging studies minor. Upon completion of my undergraduate degree, I will be pursuing my MD PhD with an emphasis on epidemiology and geriatrics.
Good evening. My name is Kishan Mehta. I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland. I attended Springbrook High School. I'm a physics and mathematics major, and this upcoming fall semester, I will be pursuing my PhD in astrophysics and cosmology at the University of Arizona.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alexandra Menton. I'm from Waldorf, Maryland. I went to Thomas Stone High School. I'm a mathematics major, and after my degree, I plan to enroll in a PhD program for applied mathematics, and I'm still deciding between University of Delaware and College Park.
Good evening. My name is Nurgaturi Mofor. I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland, where I attended John F. Kennedy High School. Upon completion of my degree in biochemistry and molecular biology in December 2008, I plan to pursue my PhD in biochemistry and molecular biophysics.
Good evening. My name is Luis Coca. I'm a biochemistry major. I'm originally from Silver Spring, Maryland, where I attended Wheaton High School. And in the fall, I'll be pursuing my PhD in microbiology at the University of Pennsylvania.
Hello, my name is Frances Onyemba. I'm from Columbia, Maryland, where I attended River Hill High School. I am currently a biological sciences major, graduating in May. And I am very much so undecided right now, trying to choose between the MD PhD program at Cornell University, the tri-institutional program, and an MD at Columbia or Emory. I don't know. Yeah.
Good evening. My name is Silpa Pulakella. I'm from Rockville, Maryland, where I attended Magruder High School. And I applied to MD, PhD, and MD programs, and I'm still awaiting decisions to make a final decision for next fall.
Hello, everyone. My name is Diane Weeks, and I'm from Baltimore City, Maryland, where I attended the Institute of Notre Dame High School. I will be graduating in December 2008, and I plan to pursue my PhD in bioengineering.
Good evening, my name is Lindsay Morrell. I'm from Parkville High School in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm a biology major, and in the fall I plan to pursue my MD at Temple, Virginia Commonwealth, or University of Maryland.
Good evening, my name is Stephen Murray. I'm a computer engineering major from Waldorf, Maryland, where I attended Thomasstone High School. After graduation in December of '08, I plan on pursuing a PhD in biomedical sensing technology.
Good evening. I am Jonathan Chiang, a computer engineering major. I'm from Columbia, Maryland. I attended Hammond High School. Upon completion of my degree in December of '08, I plan to pursue a PhD in computer engineering.
Good evening. My name is Uzami Hegera, affectionately known as Uz to my cohort. I'm a biological science major, and I plan on pursuing an MD PhD at either Emory, NYU, Maryland, or Pittsburgh.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Brandon Johnson. I am a senior. I'm a mechanical engineering major, economics minor, and I'm from Freehold, New Jersey, where I attended Freehold Borough High School. I'm going to be graduating in December 2008, and when I do, I'll be pursuing my PhD in aerospace engineering.
Good evening. I'm Oluwaseun Olaiwola, originally from Nigeria. I attended Loyola College, Ibadan. Graduated in May 2009 and plans to pursue a PhD in biochemical engineering. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abraham Bayana. I too went to high school in Africa, Ethiopia. Chemical engineering major, and this fall I'll be attending University of California, Berkeley to do my PhD.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Stephen Mobley. I'm a computer engineering major from Denver, Colorado. I went to Oberlin High School. I'm graduating in May '09, and I plan on pursuing a PhD in biomedical engineering.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Malcolm Taylor. I'm a computer engineering major from from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. I went to Eleanor Roosevelt High School, and I will be graduating in December 2008, pursuing a PhD in computer engineering with a focus in computer security.
Good evening, my name is Zachary Rayfield. I'm from Ellicott City, Maryland, and I attended Cedar Brook Academy. I'm a mathematics major, and in the fall, I will be attending Cornell University to pursue a PhD in operations research and information engineering.
Good evening. My name is Joshua Harrin. I'm a mechanical engineering major from Pasadena High School. Pasadena, Maryland, where I attended Chesapeake High School. I'm currently awaiting decisions from several schools, but plan on pursuing a degree in mechanical or systems engineering. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is George Ejiofor Ananwani II. I am from Piscataway, New Jersey. I attended Piscataway High School. I will be graduating at this May with my degree in biochemical engineering and biology minor, and I will be going to Brown University to study my PhD program in biomedical engineering.
Good evening. My name is Julius Moore. I'm from Centennial High School in Ellicott City, Maryland. I'm currently about to graduate with a degree in computer science. I plan on pursuing a PhD in computer science focusing on artificial intelligence.
Good evening. My name is John Zhang, and I'm from Ellicott City, Maryland, studying computer science at UMBC. After graduating in May '09, I plan on pursuing a PhD in computer science and human-computer interaction.
Hello, my name is Donetta McFadden. I'm from Joppatown High School in Joppatown, Maryland. I recently graduated in December in biochemistry and molecular biology. I'm currently doing research at University of Maryland at Baltimore, where I can plan to finish my research projects in the next year, and then I will be applying for PharmD PhD programs in neuropsychopharmacology.
Good evening, my name is Milton Greenberg. I went to Rockville High School in Rockville, Maryland. I'm currently a biochemistry major, and I plan on pursuing my PhD in immunology at the University of California, Irvine.
Hi, my name is Michael Henry. I'm from Beltsville, Maryland, where I attended Eleanor Roosevelt High School. And currently I'm a biology major, and I plan to graduate this May and continue my medical degree at St. George University this fall. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Blaine Summers from Leonardtown, Maryland. Graduated from Leonardtown High School. And I plan to pursue a graduate degree in either computer or systems engineering.
Good evening. My name is Solomon Mikhail. I'm a mathematics and computer engineering major. I attended Paint Branch High School, and when I complete my degree in May 09, I plan to pursue a PhD.
Good evening. My name is Anthony Allen. I'm from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, where I attended Oxon Hill High School. This fall, I will be attending Penn State College of Medicine, where I'll be pursuing an MD degree.
Good evening. My name is Corey Carter. I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland, where I attended James Hubert Blake High School. After receiving my degree in biology, I'll go on to pursue a Master's of Arts in Teaching.
Good evening. My name is David Tatum, and I'm an interdisciplinary studies student, and I'm from Florence, Massachusetts, and graduating in May 09, after which I will pursue a degree in the philosophy of science.
Good evening. My name is Askia Hill. I'm originally from Tuskegee, Alabama, where I attended the Alabama School of Mathematics and Science. I'm a computer engineering major, mathematics minor, and after graduating this May, I will be pursuing a PhD in VLSI test design at either Purdue University, the University of Texas, Austin, or Rice University.
Hey, good evening, everybody. My name is Devin Burns. I'm a senior mechanical engineering student from Smithsburg, Maryland. I attended Smithsburg High School. And in the fall, I'll be pursuing my PhD in mechanical engineering at Johns Hopkins.
Good evening. My name is Daryl Gaines. I'm a biology major, and I'm from Annapolis, Maryland, where I attended Broadneck High School. I've applied for MD and MD PhD programs. Right now, I'm considering Maryland for med school, and I'm awaiting decisions from Case Western, Pittsburgh, and George Washington.
Good evening. My name is Karen Bell. I'm a chemistry major from Raleigh, North Carolina, where I went to William G. Enlow High School. I applied to PhD programs in chemistry, but decided to do a post-bac at Johns Hopkins University in the School of Public Health. And from there, I will get a PhD or plan to pursue a PhD in epidemiology.
Good evening, everyone. Mr. Meyerhoff. It has been said that great is the person who serves others through deeds and dreams. As everyone has seen tonight, the Meyerhoffs, both past and present, have benefited greatly from your vision and your generosity. On behalf of the class of 2008, please accept this gift as a small token of our appreciation for you and our unwavering support for the program that you and Mrs. Meyerhoff created.
Very nice. Very nice. I should note that we are about a month earlier than we would normally be having this program, so people are still in the middle of making decisions and deciding on schools, and I know 3 or 4 people who purposely didn't mention the name of a school because they don't want to jinx their chances at the last minute. I know exactly what they were doing, so wish them all well and give them all a big hand, would you? So we have one final presentation, and I want Drs. Watkins and Zarasa to come forward.
Good evening, everyone. What a lovely evening. My name is Dr. Crystal Watkins, and I'm a graduate of Delaney High School. I graduated with a degree in biological sciences from UMBC in 1995 as a part of the M3 Meyerhoff class. I attended Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, where I earned my MD, PhD with Dr. Solomon Snyder, who's here this evening, in molecular and cellular neuroscience. And beginning July of 2008, I'm going to be Dean of Johns Hopkins School of Medicine. But I decided to take a lesser position, and I'm going to be an assistant professor in the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences.
Good evening. My name is Kafui Drasa, and I graduated from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County in 2001 with a degree in chemical engineering. At that point in time, I attended Duke University, enrolling in an MD PhD program. When I completed my PhD in neurobiology in 2007, I was the first African American to achieve a PhD in that area. I was the fastest in the 20-year history of the department to achieve that degree in 3.5 years, and I was also awarded an award for being the best dissertation in the department. I am now doing a postdoc while finishing up my last year of medical school.
Well, Koff and I are actually very honored to be in this position tonight to represent all of the Meyerhoff alumni and pay a special tribute to Mr. and Mrs. Meyerhoff. To accomplish the 20-year vision of what the Meyerhoff Scholarship has become, Robert and Jane Meyerhoff not only acted, but also dreamed. They not only planned, but they also believed. They believed that it was important to invest in the brain power of talented African American students. I remember meeting the Meyerhoffs as a freshman and listening to Mr. Meyerhoff express his sincere and personal interest for starting the scholarship program for young, gifted Black men at that time. And as a member of the second class of women, I was encouraged by their mutual commitment to young scientists when Mrs. Meyerhoff added that women in science need just as much support as men. But this wasn't just a professional commitment. I was encouraged by the Meyerhoff's sincere and personal interest in my future and the great pride that they have taken with every individual achievement that I've had. And since I live in Baltimore, I've had the opportunity to see Mr. Meyerhoff at the events outside of UMBC, often at the Symphony. And he, just like a proud father, would go up and say, well, this is Crystal Watkins. She's one of my Meyerhoff scholars, and she's at Johns Hopkins. And I remember Mrs. Meyerhoff saying that she wanted to ensure a sense of belonging, for us to feel proud of each other and to help each other like a real family would. And when I graduated from Hopkins, I gave Mr. Meyerhoff a copy of my thesis and expressed to him that you're just as much an author on this as I am. And those are my exact words to him. And the Meyerhoff Scholarship Program is a true family. And you, Mr. Meyerhoff, you're the patriarch, you're the father and the foundation of that family. And on behalf of our fellow alumni, we say thank you. But somehow the word thank you is not enough to capture the essence of your generosity. For as I look around the room, I really wonder, what would the world of math, science, and technology be without any Meyerhoff scholars? This isn't just a scholarship. This is a life-changing investment in the lives of over 800 young women and men.
I would agree with everything that you said, Dr. Watkins. And certainly this isn't just a scholarship, it isn't just a program, it isn't just a family. But in all that, there's legacy as well. You know, I didn't mention it earlier, but my PhD was specifically looking at the area of mental illness. And I don't talk about this much, but I will share with you a little bit about my story tonight. While I was doing my PhD, there were 3 of my relatives that were hospitalized due to schizophrenia or depression. And I remember having an opportunity to talk to my aunt after she'd been released from the hospital. And I was telling her about the work that I was doing, looking at dopamine transporters. And as I looked in her eye, I saw something that I hadn't seen for a long time. That thing was hope. I often used to wonder as a freshman or a sophomore, as I moved my way through UMBC, what would make someone give so much of themselves, so much of their time, so much of their resource to increase the number of minorities getting PhDs when they themselves were not a minority? But you know, in that moment, in my aunt's eyes, I saw that answer. You gave us hope so that we would give others hope as well. You know, hope is an amazing thing. Hope is something that transforms lives. Hope is something that is bigger than just one person. As we stand on this evening, even remembering 40 years after the death of Martin Luther King, we know that hope is something that is even bigger than a lifetime. So whether it's people in this country dying from cancer or young orphans in Africa whose parents have been devastated by the ravishing disease that is HIV, we commit to you tonight not just to say thank you, but to carry on in that legacy that is hope. I remember sitting there in Susquehanna Hall, it must have been 12 or 13 years ago, and we were asked to talk about a poem. This was when we were interviewing for the Meyerhoff program. And that poem said this. It said, "Oh, that a man's reach exceed his grasp, or what is a heaven for?" And as we toiled, no one could figure out the real meaning of that poem. But I will tell you, on this April night in this room, we all see what happens when a man's reach exceeds his grasp. And now we understand what a heaven is for. We salute you.
I'm just speechless. There's nothing, I have a speech all written, but it's all been said. Thank you all. It's just overwhelming. It's just, the only thing I could say is I disagree with Freeman when we first conceived this idea or this program. I think we thought it was, we knew it was going to work, but what surprised us most is how much we've done in just 20 years. Just 20 years. I had some things that it's all been repeated before, but I have to repeat it again. Just think, Freeman. I mean, you were in my office 20 years ago, but just think in those 20 years, we have 66, this has been said before, 66 PhDs or MD PhDs, 50 MDs, 100 graduates who earned master's and professional degrees in STEM-related fields. An additional 250 alumni are currently enrolled in graduate and professional studies, plus over 250 graduates with over 60 graduating this year. Think of that, Freeman. We never thought that was possible. And so many people tonight, graduates, have come up to thank me for changing their lives. It's just overwhelming. I'm just so humbled by all this attention and whatever. But it's just wonderful, wonderful. I want to thank, of course, a number of people say to me, well, how come this program's been successful and other programs haven't? But it's all been said before. It's the family, it's the staff, it's Freeman, but it's not Freeman alone, it's the whole faculty of UMBC from the beginning grasped this program and supported it. And that's what success. And I'm just speechless. And thank you all for all the kind words you said. It's just wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
There's a gift. Somebody has another gift. You have a gift? let me say that I told people all day today that I would not be talking much because, quite frankly, I'm just full. You know, and usually I can talk all night long. But no, I really am so full. Bob has said it well. The graduates have said it well. I will tell you, we have a gift tonight for Bob that was produced by two of our artists on campus, the chair of the department, Frank Nuno-Quarco, who may be here somewhere, and David Yeager. Is Frank here? Would you stand, Professor Nuno-Quarco? Stand. He's the designer of this, and we want you to see this. And this is very special. And what you're going to see is that it is actually a wonderful design that can only be seen when you shine the light in certain ways. And it is a design of the poem, Hold Fast to Dreams, embossed. It is an incredible, when you get up, I want you to all come and see it. And the point that Frank and David made that is so, I think, brilliant, is that it is symbolic of what happens when you shine light on young people, on their minds, on their possibilities. Because without that light, you don't see anything at all. And what Bob and Jane were determined to do, and what we salute them for, is that they were able to shine light on the minds of hundreds of African Americans and other students. And what is significant is you look at this group up here, the young ones, and then you look at those out there who are saying doctor this and doctor that. The fact is, each of them will have an impact on thousands of people. And so it's not just about the hundreds who are produced here. Imagine every one of them having an impact on 10 people or 100 people or thousands of people. And what you end up doing is changing the world. I have to say, we can't end the night without thinking about this as a special day when Dr. King was killed. I'll never forget being a 17-year-old college student and thinking when I heard that news that all hope was gone. Because I thought they had killed President Kennedy, they had killed Dr. King. It must all be over. And yet here we stand today, 20 years after Bob Meyerhoff had the vision, 40 years after Dr. King died, and we see hope in everybody's face. All we need is hope to move to the next level. And so I salute you, Bob, my father. Our Father, I mean that. It sounds like our Father without in heaven, right? Our dad for his kids. So I thank the family, all of you, for allowing us to share Bob Meyerhoff. And to all of you in this room, from elected officials, Senator Curry's here somewhere, to our chancellors here, to the boards of regents members, to the national agencies, to all the universities, to all the partners, to all the companies. This is a message of hope for America and for the world, that when you shine light on young people, when you believe in them as Bob has, all things are possible. And so young people and all of you not so young, all of us, I want you to repeat after me this wonderful poem, Hold Fast to Dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. Focus, focus, focus. Give a round for everybody in Meyerhoff. And so I promise it's amazing. We're able to do all of this before 10. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to allow you to go out and have dessert and just enjoy yourselves. I want all the students to remain up here with Mr. Meyerhoff and staff to come up because we want to take some photos. But all of you can go and enjoy yourselves. But think about this. There are people who've come here from California, from New York. We even have Doug Becker here from Hong Kong. Give Doug a hand from Hong Kong. I am amazed. I am really amazed. That is incredible. That's really nice. Rita, thank you for bringing Doug. That's really great. It's really wonderful. So listen, get to your feet, everybody. And one more time, let's say this poem. And imagine having thousands like this. Hold fast to dreams.
Hold fast to dreams.
For if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams. For when dreams go, life is a barren field Frozen with snow. Focus, focus, focus. Enjoy the evening. Thank you all.